Colorado. Most people hear the name and think ski resorts, Rocky Mountains, and legal weed. Just another mountain state out west, right? Wrong. How does a landlocked state end up with the tallest sand dunes in North America? Why does 75% of America's highest land sit inside one state? And what caused four perfectly straight borders to meet at a single point in the middle of the desert? Colorado has more than 50 peaks above 14,000 feet, more than any other state. It contains 75% of all U.S. land above 10,000 feet in elevation. This isn't just Aspen and Denver. It's a state where four borders meet at a single point, where the highest paved road in America climbs above 14,000 feet, and where a flat-topped mountain stretches 500 square miles. Today, we're counting down 15 facts about Colorado. And by fact number 1, you'll understand why Colorado is called the Centennial State, and how this sky-high state packs more geographic extremes than anywhere else in America. The final facts will prove it. Hey gang, hit that subscribe bell so you don't miss out on more wild geography from across the world. Number 15. Colorado has more than 50 14ers, more than any other state. Colorado contains more than 50 mountain peaks above 14,000 feet, called 14ers by climbers. Only 53 meet the official 300-foot prominence rule. Alaska has around 16. California has 12. The highest is Mount Elbert at approximately 14,433 feet. These peaks exist because tectonic forces pushed the Rocky Mountains skyward 70 million years ago. If you've ever gasped for air at 14,000 feet, you know what 40% less oxygen feels like. That's not a mountain range. That's a high-altitude obstacle course. Number 14. Colorado contains 75% of all U.S. land above 10,000 feet. 3/4 of all the land in the United States above 10,000 feet in elevation sits inside Colorado. The state's average elevation is 6,800 feet, the highest in America. You're already a mile high before you reach the mountains. That's not topography. That's living on the roof of the continent. Number 13. The Great Sand Dunes are the tallest in North America, 750 feet high. Great Sand Dunes National Park contains the tallest sand dunes in North America. The Star Dune reaches 750 feet, as high as a 75-story building. Prevailing winds carry sand from the San Luis Valley eastward until the Sangre de Cristo Mountains trap it. If you've ever tried climbing a sand dune, you know 2 steps forward means 1 step backward. That's not a desert. That's a beach stranded in the Rockies. Number 12. 4 state borders meet at one point, the only place in America where this happens. Colorado's southwest corner touches Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah at 4 corners. The only point in America where 4 state borders meet. Stand at 4 corners, and you're in 4 states simultaneously. That's not a border. That's a geographic crossroads frozen in surveying. Number 11. The Mount Blue Sky Byway is the highest paved road in North America, approximately 14,130 feet. The Mount Blue Sky Scenic Byway climbs to approximately 14,130 feet, the highest paved road in North America. The road ascends 7,000 feet in 28 miles. If you've ever driven this road, you know what white knuckles and second gear for an hour feels like. That's not a road. That's pavement scraped into the sky. And the geographic weirdness is just getting started. Number 10. The Royal George Bridge is one of the highest suspension bridges in America, 956 feet above the Arkansas River. The Royal George Bridge near Cannon City sits 956 feet above the Arkansas River, one of the highest suspension bridges in the United States. Walk across and you're suspended nearly 100 stories above the river. That's not a bridge. That's a platform dangling in a canyon. Number 9. Grand Mesa is the world's largest flat-topped mountain, 500 square miles. Grand Mesa near Grand Junction covers 500 square miles, the largest flat-topped mountain on Earth. The mesa rises 10,000 feet and contains over 300 lakes. Volcanic rock created a hard cap rock layer that resisted erosion while surrounding softer rock wore away. That's not a mountain. That's a plateau pretending to be a peak. Number 8. Denver sits exactly 1 mile above sea level, 5,280 feet. Denver is called the Mile High City because its elevation is exactly 5,280 feet, 1 mile above sea level. A step on the Colorado State Capitol building marks the mile-high elevation. That's not a city. That's an urban experiment in altitude. Number 7. Colorado borders 7 states, more than most western states. Colorado shares borders with 7 states: Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, and Utah. The state's borders are almost entirely straight lines, defined by latitude and longitude. That's not a boundary. That's geometry carved into the West. Hey, before we get to the top 6 facts that prove Colorado's geography is unmatched, remember to subscribe and hit that bell. These final facts will blow your mind. Number 6. Black Canyon of the Gunnison is over 2,700 feet deep and only 1,000 feet wide at the top. Black Canyon of the Gunnison plunges over 2,700 feet deep but measures only 1,000 feet wide at the rim. The Gunnison River carved this narrow slot over a period of 2 million years, cutting through hard Precambrian rock at 1 inch per century. Sunlight barely reaches the bottom. That's not a canyon. That's a geological knife cut. Number 5. The Continental Divide runs north to south through Colorado, splitting water flow to 2 oceans. The Continental Divide runs the entire length of Colorado from Wyoming to New Mexico. Water falling west of the divide flows to the Pacific Ocean. Water falling east flows to the Atlantic via the Mississippi River. If you've ever stood on the divide, you know the surreal feeling of rain on one shoulder flowing west, while rain on the other shoulder flows east. That's not a mountain ridge. That's a hydrological spine of a continent. Number 4. Colorado has over 300 days of sunshine per year, more than San Diego or Miami. Denver averages over 300 days of sunshine annually, more than San Diego or Miami Beach. The high altitude and low humidity mean clear skies dominate year-round. That's not weather. That's perpetual blue skies at elevation. Number 3. Mesa Verde contains 600 cliff dwellings built 800 years ago, some 5 stories tall. Mesa Verde National Park in southwest Colorado contains over 600 cliff dwellings built by ancestral Puebloans between 600 and 1300 AD. The largest, Cliff Palace, has 150 rooms and rises 5 stories. The structures were carved directly into sandstone cliffs. The builders abandoned them before 1300 AD for reasons still debated. That's not archaeology. That's an 800-year-old apartment complex carved into a canyon wall. Number 2. Red Rocks Amphitheater is one of the world's most celebrated naturally occurring acoustic venues. Red Rock Amphitheater near Denver sits between 2 300-foot-tall red sandstone formations that create exceptional acoustics naturally. The Beatles, U2, and Jimi Hendrix have all performed here. Sound bounces off ancient rock formed 290 million years ago, when Colorado sat at the bottom of a shallow sea. If you've ever attended a concert there, you know what 9,000 people packed into a geological formation sounds like. That's not a concert venue. That's geology doubling as an auditorium. And number 1. Colorado became a state on August 1, 1876, during America's Centennial Year. Colorado became the 38th state on August 1, 1876, during America's Centennial Year, exactly 100 years after 1776. President Ulysses S. Grant signed the proclamation, making Colorado a state during America's centennial celebration. The timing earned Colorado its nickname, though it took 5 attempts over 17 years to finally achieve statehood. That's not a coincidence. That's perfect timing, frozen in history. So now you understand why Colorado is the Centennial State. But it's also a state with more than 50 14ers, sand dunes as tall as skyscrapers, the world's largest mesa, and 75% of America's highest land, where 4 borders meet at one point, where roads climb above 14,000 feet, and where cliff dwellings hang from canyon walls. Not just ski resorts and mountains, a geographic anomaly stacked vertically across the American West. Which of these facts shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so we can keep exploring how geography shapes the world. See you in the next one.